Hello, it's nice to see you in our Python tutorial series video again. We will talk about two very special functions which are print and input. Print and input, also known as stand input and output. Actually, we've used print before, and it's not new to us if we have watched the previous video before. Both print and input functions are quite intuitive. Print means that we can print something on our screen. It's quite useful when we want to know what's in a variable. Input, on the other hand, we want to receive that user's input on the screen, and we often assign to the received value to a variable so that we can use the value later. Now, let me show you how it's work on command line, since the input function is not work very well on notebook, so I'm going to use command line in this video. Okay, first let me start a command line. cmd. Okay. Print is quite simple, as we showed earlier in the very first video. Sorry, I have to go to Python. Now we can print something on our screen. We said hello world, and as you can see, we can print this string on our screen. Now let me show you how we can use input function. We often use in this way. First, we give some hint to the users so that users know what they should enter to the screen. Now we can see, please enter enter your name, and then we can assign the received value to a variable we can call name. Now I would like to say Peter, and now of course we can print the name in directly. We can also combine the name to other string or do some other manipulation. Here we just concatenate with another string. Let's say print, say hello, and a black space over here, and we can see plus name. Now here I'm going to introduce you another more elegant ways to concatenate strings, especially when we print something on our screen. Format function can make your code more tidy and clean when we do a lot of concatenation. Let's say in this way. We say this is going to be the first name, the Peter, and we have another name called last name, and the input, please enter your last name, and I will say L, and then now we have two variables over here. One is first name, another one is last name. We can concatenate these two strings with other string. Of course, we can use this plus, but it's kind of messy, so we are trying to use format and see we can make it more elegant. Now we can say user's first name is and we say f name over here, and we can say just f, and user and the last name is L, and then format. We can say f is equal to our f name, and the L is equal to our last name. As you can see on my slide that we've already concatenated the first name and last name with other streets. Of course, we can use plus, but it's a little bit messy. More importantly, it's much more effective if we use format. Okay, that's enough for format, and let me going to reuse our Fibonacci number example to demonstrate input and print functions work in the real work field. Now in this case, I'm going to use PyCharm, since we almost never use PyCharm before, so let me demonstrate to you how to use it. Actually, it's quite easy, and actually, most of the time, when we really develop some project, we're going to use those kind of IDE rather than a notebook or a command line, as I said in the first video. Now let me create a Python file. Let's say it's Fibonacci number, so just fib. Now, of course, the first step is we're going to define the largest number in the series number. Here I'm going to just call it upper, and we're going to receive it from input. Please input the largest number of the series. Here I'm going to now type all the things over here. Now the default is going to be a class tree. As you can see, maybe I can print the type over here. We can see the type, and we can print the type over here. As you can see, it's a string. So what we should do is we have to coordinate, which means we have to convert the results as an integer. Otherwise, it will be have an exception or even error. So we will wrap another function int, which is the basic that type, which is an integer. Now we're going to the while loop and say the a is smaller, less than upper. We also have to define the a and b, 0 and 1. Now a is equal to the next number, and b is b is equal to the first number plus the second number itself. And we also have to create the list to hold the numbers we produce. We should, okay, and is append the first element. Now, after the last, we're going to print the, maybe we can print them out directly without hold in this case, to just make it simple. Just print the numbers out. Now let's run it. Right click and run it, and then we can input the largest number. Here I give a 100. See, we have the Fibonacci number over here. Okay, that's enough for input, output, and a format function. Those are very quite useful functions, and we use them very often. So please play as much as you can. Lastly, congratulations everyone. We have already finished introduction of basic elements of Python. Those are key points of Python. The following courses will become easier to you if you have mastered what we introduced to you. And see you next video. Bye bye.